What is up, friends? Welcome back for some more Better Call Saul, and I've never been more excited to jump into 2 more episodes this week after they reintroduced Gus in the last episode. And because of my excitement in the last episode, I didn't even think to mention at the end that now that he's brought back into the mix, it makes perfect sense that he was the one to stop Mike from killing Hector because of all the things we know in the future about their relationship. And so I'm super interested in seeing how they work him into this plot and just seeing how he and Mike eventually become partners, which I don't know if that's going to happen in this show or if it's going to take quite a while before they get to that point or what their plan is. But regardless, I hope he is featured a lot coming up. But the cliffhanger of last episode was obviously Jimmy barging into Chuck's place and causing a whole scene while Howard and a private investigator were there. And so I don't know what they're going to do with that information. I don't know if that is the actionable evidence they needed in order to prosecute him or do anything like that. As I mentioned last time, I'm not sure how the dynamic changes with the tape and everything like that, but I assume we're going to get into all the details in this episode, and so I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully you guys enjoy watching along with me for this one. If you do, definitely consider leaving a thumbs up. Helps the video reach a lot more people and helps the channel grow. And of course, you can check out the full-length reaction to this on my Patreon. Link for that is in the description below, and of course you'll need your own copy of the show to watch along with me there. But without further ado, let's jump into episode 3. Oh, there's bullet shots in that stop sign. This is definitely a place where stuff goes down, I'm guessing. I was wondering if we were going to see a Los Pollos truck pretty soon. Seeing that's definitely a lot more intimidating than the trucks for the Salamanca business. I wonder if we're ever going to get some interactions between the two of them. Interesting. I don't exactly know what that shot is supposed to signify right there, or if it's supposed to signify anything, but that was a cool opening. I like it.
May I assume that you are armed?
Yes.
I do not wish to see your gun, and if I don't, I promise you won't see mine. Are we in agreement?
We are.
Yo, the fact that we're getting these two talking to each other is just amazing. Is Gus gonna bring him in for some questioning or something? I mean, he's gotta admire him a little bit for being able to track him down.
You care to elaborate?
It's not in my interest for Hector Salamanca to die at this time.
Who is he to you?
An associate of an associate.
That's one way to put it, I guess. Gus is looking fresh right now, too, with that outfit. I love that we just jumped back into his intimidation mode. There's no reason to hide it anymore.
You hurt Hector when you robbed that truck. If you were to hurt him in the same manner again, I would not stand in your way.
You want me to rob another truck?
If you feel so inclined.
Oh, here we go, man. The first potential team up.
No more tracker, just like that.
Just like that. Of course, I trust that you are done with Hector Salamanca.
What a cool shot right there. I love that angle. I like that they did that for both him and Mike because, in a way, they're both in positions of power right now.
You want his trucks hit because you want to disrupt his supply line. Hector's your competition.
Why do you ask?
Because I'm not done with Hector Salamanca.
Yes, dude. Let's go, Mike. Partner up with the big boss right there.
I need you to reschedule all my appointments for tomorrow. Oh, and do me a favor. Tell Kim I won't be back in tonight.
Well, he's still walking around by himself, so obviously they didn't apprehend him straight away, but the fact that he's rescheduling everything doesn't look good.
You know you can wait inside. You won't want to hear it, but this is for the best. Please, Jimmy.
So they are going to do something with him. I'm not surprised. I feel like if they went to all that trouble, they were going to call somebody in when it happened.
The police will arrest you, and I'm sorry, but I will be pressing charges. I told you there would be consequences. But Jimmy, this is an opportunity. That's why I'm doing this, not to punish you.
I'm not sure I believe that right there, because Chuck has been all about before how Jimmy's never going to change. He's always the same.
Here's what's going to happen. One day you're going to get sick, and this time it'll be too much, and you will die there alone.
Oh, man. And then Jimmy comes right back with that. My goodness, he has no love for Chuck anymore. Can't really blame him. I feel like Chuck is just doing it to punish Jimmy despite what he said. What the heck is gonna happen right now? Because surely Jimmy's not just gonna be locked away for years. I assume somehow he gets out of this. Oh, it's this dude again, the one that was jealous of his Davis and Maine job. What's he gonna do now? He seems to always just be clueless.
Hey, who do you think's gonna catch this?
It depends on who's available when it comes in.
Don't you want to throw the book at me for old time's sake?
Those decisions are really above my pay grade.
Oh, yeah? When did they start paying you?
Oh man, well I guess there maybe is more history between these two than I thought before. Just based off this dialogue right here, Jimmy does not like him.
I'll check and see if I can get your first appearance moved up. Chances are you're spending the night. You, gonna be okay?
Beats the back of a nail salon.
Do not doubt that, my friend.
Okay, well maybe before it was just some banter between them.
Pick the biggest guy, punch him as hard as you can. You, do know how to throw a punch, right?
Yeah, all right. Goodbye.
Just some friendly advice to help him with his stay. Metaphorically, that's definitely what Jimmy usually does, is just find the biggest target and go straight for him. I guess the relationship with that guy is just a bit complicated. It's not necessarily that he doesn't like him. Ernie's back again, keeps showing up. I'm glad that he's not out of the picture though. I like him.
Can I talk to you?
Sure, Ernie. What's going on?
Mr. McGill fired me.
Why? What happened?
It doesn't matter. Is Jimmy okay? I feel bad, like it's my fault.
Why would he fire Ernie? What in the world? I mean, I guess based off what he said, Ernie kind of broke the rules by telling somebody else, but still, he had done so much for him. That's classic Chuck though. Anybody who does something for him, he has it out for. I guess in fairness to him, it's usually people who cross him, but Ernie does not deserve that.
We've got CR2003113081.
I much prefer Jimmy in a suit and tie. Prison orange does not suit him.
You've been accused of 4th-degree felony breaking and entering, criminal damage to property, also misdemeanor with a maximum sentence of 6 months and a $500 fine.
Oh, Kim is showing up. Let's go. I don't really know what she could do at this point other than just being there for his support, but those are some pretty serious charges.
Kim Wexler, I'll be representing Mr. McGill in this matter.
Let's enter Ms. Wexler as the attorney of record.
Your Honor, if I may, I'll be representing myself.
Oh, I love that Kim is here to back him up. Let's go. Jimmy should just accept it because she is just as capable as Jimmy in the courtroom.
I'm gonna represent myself.
Your Honor.
Not your client, Ms. Wexler. I'm sorry, I'm moving on. You two can work this out on your own time.
Oh, wow. He actually did just turn Kim away. I can't believe it. I thought they were actually going to team up. He really is just trying to do everything by himself, a man alone.
Howard was there, and a PI, if you can believe that, just waiting for me to lose my and bust in. Chuck played me like a fiddle.
Kim does not look interested at all in what he has to say right now.
I won't allow him to endanger our business. No, I will fix this. Myself, me, Jimmy McGill, okay? You have got to let me do this on my own.
Oh, that was great. I love that they did all of that in one take, just letting him go off in his performance.
Just, this isn't a typical week around here.
Yeah, totally. I didn't think that it was.
Yeah, if anything, this is a calm week compared to what it's like in the future. She has no idea what kind of job that she is signed up for.
I believe our mutual acquaintance called ahead.
He told me what, but not how much.
I need a package yay big.
And what's that in grams?
This big.
Is he the same doctor that Gus was using kind of around season 4 times in that little hideout that he had? When they bring back some of these characters that were featured very lightly, it takes me a second to recognize them. This guy's getting featured a whole lot this episode. I figured in the other scene that he was in, that was just a one-time thing. I never expected him to show up again. Got his whole 3-course meal set up right there.
So how was it?
How was what?
Your night in MDC.
We caught up with a few old clients.
Yeah.
One?
No.
Very different circumstances that they're meeting in right now. Jimmy just trying to put on a bit of a show right now, act like nothing's wrong.
I wish you well. Play your cards right, they may go for it.
They? Not you?
I'm prosecuting your case? Nah, ma'am. It's not me.
Oh, so this is what he was trying to do right now. He was trying to assess his situation, what he was going to do.
Who is it?
They're pulling in someone from Berlin. Something Hay, I think. I don't know. Boss used the words tough but fair.
Oh no, I don't know if I like the sound of that right there. I'm interested to find out who it is. I don't know if it's going to be somebody else that we recognize. I don't know how many other lawyers that we saw in Breaking Bad.
Burger's getting cold.
You want it?
Yeah?
There's too many trans fats.
Those are the best fats.
Man got a whole deal out of that.
Davison, Maine. They let you keep the German car?
No.
That blows.
I'm not sure. We saw how uncomfortable Jimmy was with all of that stuff, and he was a square peg, as he said. He doesn't look quite as excited to be representing himself anymore, though, after that conversation. I got some fresh kicks, so is he going to replace the ones that fell down earlier? I guess maybe that was the significance of the first scene, if that's the case. I was expecting him to get it on the first try, but I guess it's alright. Just as much as I love scenes with soundtrack, I love the scenes that are just quiet like this just as much. Very nice work, my guy. I like the way that shot was composed too, with the shadow in the shot and everything as well.
Ms. Hay?
Mr. McGill?
Meet me at the front door?
They said to put my things in the mailbox.
Yes, please. Anything with a battery.
Okay, so this is the Hay that they were talking about before, and I do not recognize her, so it's just somebody new.
So I have it absolutely clear. Did he strike you?
No, nothing like that.
Did you feel physically threatened?
My brother is a lot of things, but even he has limits.
At least Chuck is being honest about it right now, but I feel like they still have all the stuff they need to get him.
As officers of the court, I feel we should be held to a higher standard. I don't intend to take it easy on your brother just because he's a lawyer.
Of course not.
Oh, well, there's that tough but fair line coming into play right now. And I'm also curious if Chuck actually is going to get a little bit reluctant. I feel like he is pretty dead set against Jimmy at this point, but you never know.
Well, he's emotional. He flies off the handle.
I understand, but this is more than flying off the handle.
I'm not going to defend his actions, but I can't help wondering if there's not a better solution for everyone.
Oh, interesting. Did he have something in mind from the beginning that he just hasn't revealed and he's just getting to now? I mean, I certainly wouldn't mind a lesser punishment for Jimmy, but I'm sure if Chuck's got something up his sleeve, it's still not going to be beneficial. It's the Salamanca truck. I thought we were going to see a Los Pollos truck drive by. I assume he's just going to take out one of the tires once again. Well, the one guy's strapped, so they're clearly expecting something right here, or maybe it's just as a precaution. I'm not exactly sure what to expect right now. Well, whatever Mike's doing, it's working, because they're pretty scared right now. Was he just trying to find out what spot they were using, maybe, to hide some stuff? I may have an idea of what Mike is trying to do right now. Is he just trying to get them used to the gunshot sounds so they never get suspicious if they hear it at this spot again? Oh, brilliant, dude. That is so good. I can't believe he made that shot from that distance. Mike is such a sharpshooter, but that is such a 1,000 IQ play because they're going to get stopped and absolutely dealt with at the border. Oh, it's just a matter of time before they find the good stuff. Are we gonna get into like an all-out war here soon enough? I mean, if Hector's people keep getting stopped like this, surely he's gonna retaliate.
Looks like we got a hit.
The absolute shock on their faces right there. They've been outplayed big time. Hector doesn't stand a chance when he's got Gus against him, now teamed up with Mike. Oh wow, what a frame right there. Amazing lighting. They may not have the parking lot spot anymore, but this is their new hangout place.
She's offering me pre-prosecution diversion.
Seriously? A PPD? That's great, Jimmy.
Best I could hope for, right?
Right.
I haven't really heard that term before, but based off the language, it just sounds like you don't have to go to trial or anything like that, which obviously is good for Jimmy.
You gonna be able to keep your nose clean for a whole year? Keep Victor with a K on lockdown?
It's not a problem, Giselle. And if I don't, it's instant jail, right?
Well, that's a very interesting play right there, but I don't really know if Jimmy can keep himself clean for a whole year. But I guess that's one way of Chuck putting Jimmy in a do-or-die situation.
One condition is that my written confession is immediately submitted to the New Mexico Bar Association. I thought he wanted me in jail. He just wants my law license.
Dang it, everything that Chuck wanted from him, he's gonna get. No chance Jimmy can be a lawyer at that point.
You can't argue this yourself, and I'm not gonna let you fight this on your own.
Come on, this guy? Seriously?
Let's just call it the fallacy of sunk costs.
Nice, going back to their other conversation at the restaurant. I love it. And I'm glad that Jimmy's finally accepting her help. I'm excited to see those two go up against Chuck, though. It's going to be the duel of the century in the law world. But that other lady, hey, she seems like she can play hardball, so I don't think it's going to be easy by any means. Well, I did not expect that Mike and Gus would team up in the very next episode after he was introduced into the show, but I am all on board because the faster that happens, obviously the more interesting footage we can get between those two, and so I'm excited to continue to watch that dynamic grow, especially with the prospect of maybe Gus and Hector eventually meeting up together, because in the future in Breaking Bad we only see him visiting him when he's in a wheelchair and basically unable to move or speak, and so if we get a scene with those two where Hector is able to talk and communicate and kind of fight back, that would be the ultimate payoff after so much buildup in Breaking Bad and now in this show as well. And so if that happens, I am really looking forward to that. But then with the Jimmy stuff in this episode, loved watching it all play out from a narrative perspective, obviously not for Jimmy's sake because he's in a pretty bad spot, but I'm glad that at the end we arrived with him and Kim teaming up finally after he refused her help earlier, and so I can't wait to see them work on a case together, because we haven't really gotten that too much, because either they've kind of had to be a little bit secretive about it, or because of their different positions they have never worked together, and so they can't officially be tied and linked up on a certain case. And so this is kind of the first official one that I feel like where they are partners on something, where they don't have to worry about going over Howard or Chuck's head or anything like that, but now they're just going directly against him. And so I don't know how that's going to play out. Like I said earlier in the episode, I highly doubt that Jimmy's going to end up in prison or anything like that, because that would definitely change things for the show dynamic if we either were watching stuff happen while Jimmy was locked away, or we just had a huge time jump to when he got out of prison or something like that. But I don't know, maybe it could happen. But either way, enjoyed this episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching along with me. If you did, definitely consider leaving a thumbs up. Helps the video reach a lot more people, helps the channel grow, and of course you can check out the full-length reaction on my Patreon, link for that in the description below. But until the next video, I look forward to seeing you all later. Peace.